Me partnering with integrity means I'm here to stay. As in, I love this industry. I'm more excited about it than I have ever been. As a matter of fact, I am like the tail number on my jet. I'm in 24/7. Are you?
We all got the same amount of time, and it's going to take a time, and it depends on how we use our time. But what do you got your mind set on? What do you got your mind set on? I love what Ray said earlier, and that's why Mike had her say it, because it's what you got your mind set on is what you're going to get. And she's got her mind set on agency manager by the end of November. And it's going to take time, and it's going to take money, and it's going to take patience. And Mike, I love that I have an opportunity to be a partner with $1 billion company. I said it at the agency managers meeting in Tampa. I was glad to hear your wife repeat what I had said at one of these meetings, I think at TWC about a month back, because it resonated. And it is something that's major, and all of us have an opportunity to grab it.
World, watch. You're going to see something you ain't never seen before. It's about ready to see what the Alliance can do, baby.
Alaska, baby. The last great frontier. Maybe, I don't know, Alaska. It's cold up there, so I got my jacket on, and they got ice glaciers. We're going to cruise Alaska. It's not just a cruise, it's a journey. The ovation of the seas. We are going cruising. And where are we going while we're cruising in Alaska? Juneau. Yes, I know, it's Juneau. It is the largest capital in the United States of America. You're gonna see orcas, you're gonna see humpback whales, you're gonna see them sea dogs, you're gonna see the sea sails, you're gonna see everything up in Juneau, because Juneau. Have you ever been dog sledding? You get on the back of the sled. Oh, look, or you down like this right here. You like this right here. There's a country song that says, if I never get to see the Northern Lights, I bet you go on this cruise, you're gonna get to see the Northern Lights.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Wednesday Call Live, filmed in beautiful Treasure Island, Florida. Now, let's hear it for our host, our President and CEO, Andy Albright.
Thank you, Billy. Appreciate that. Hey guys, hope I got some good stuff for you. A few people on here I wanted y'all to hear from. This is the latest person that John Gordon's gonna make famous, just like he did my boy Damon West. By the way, Damon West, we're bringing him back into Raleigh to talk to all the football players, basketball players, and track and field. That's coming up in August. I think I'm gonna talk to John Gordon, see if he'll do a book with me and do this coin. You know, it's only like 97 pages. We ought to be able to get that. You know, say John Gordon, let's say we do a book like this right here. I'm gonna ask him, hey, row your boat. I hadn't read it all, but it's on my list. After I finish, I'm gonna finish up that checklist manifesto first. Then I'm gonna jump on this one right here. This one looks easy and fun, but I'm gonna sell you on this and tell you what all's going on this one. Row your boat. We're gonna talk about teamwork, row your boat, making money with the Alliance. Jeff Bright did a good job. Jeff Bright did a good job of researching it and putting together some pointers that I want to be able to share with you. Let's see. Omar, good to see you on here.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You do you do many Zoom calls?
No, sir.
Let's do this. Turn off that light behind you, because what happens is the light's coming in like this, so it makes we can't see your eyes, your nose, can't see any features. It just goes, see how maybe there's a light switch, maybe flip the light off behind you or overhead, and let's see if that makes it different. Yours is a little bit like that, Mark Bureau. It's not as bad, but I'll show you what I got. Right. Well, I got this right here shining in my face. Does that make sense? So it's a light across from me that lights me up. I don't know, maybe. Okay. It'll be all right.
Okay. Get me one of those.
Yeah. Or it's just positioning. Sometimes people have like what Veray's got. She got that light shining in on her. So what'll happen is, see how her face will be half face. You'll see one half and not the other half. You with me?
Yeah.
Look at her. She's trying to fix it. That's better. Okay. Stephanie and Rojas. You know what's funny? Raise y'all hands so we know which one's Stephanie and Rojas. You guys are neck and neck. Y'all are like number 18 in the country and number 19 in the country. Stephanie's number 18. Rojas, nope. Rojas is number 17, and Stephanie's 18 in the country. They're like neck and neck. Stephanie's did 151,462, and Rojas did 152,000 even. So there's one app difference between them two. You know, what's funny is, here's the way some people compete, Stephanie. They look at all the people below them. Like you could say, look, there's like 400 people below me this week. I'm killing it. Or they look at the 17 above them and go like, you got to be kidding me. I can outsell that girl. I can outsell that old man. I can outsell that dumb, can't even do math. You know, it's just how you look at competition. Me and Terry Edwards were talking about that this morning, saying, you know, what happened is we have more people that like to compete, or what was the other thing? Compete and contribute. How about that?
Contribute. Yeah.
Compete and contribute. I feel like if I do a little bit, you do a little bit, we do a little bit, we're going to win the team. That's right. That's going to get right into row your boat right there. Jake and Beret. Jake, you traveling? Where you at?
Yes, sir. I am sitting in the Noel Leventovich's office right now. So I'm getting to borrow it for the day. That's pretty cool. But I was in New Jersey, Princeton area for Monday and Tuesday, helping a good buddy of mine, Anthony and Izzy, out there making phone calls, running appointments, and just flew in this morning to Louisville, Kentucky.
Where are you heading next?
I'm here for today, tomorrow, Friday, and then head back home to see my girls on Friday evening.
Nice. How are y'all doing after our conversation? And I was talking, and Mike Leventovic was over there going like this. Remember that? About y'all investing and trying to build a massive network. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. We're doing better. We took immediate action.
You did. Tell me some of the action steps immediately y'all took.
We're hiring a second assistant for recruiting only. So we've been running ads. I have a few interviews with them tomorrow. And then Jake just immediately said, all right, it's not even a choice. He just booked his flight to New Jersey and also to Louisville. So that's where we're at right now.
So I want to address this. I had a conversation with a young man earlier today. And here's what I told him, Terry, and Jake and Bray. I said, people hear the part of the story that they want to hear. So I try not. Sometimes I don't even want to tell them a whole story because all they're going to hear is the marshmallow puff part of the story. They don't want to hear the part where I left and didn't come back for 2 weeks. They don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear the part where I almost died driving. My throat was bleeding because I talked too much. What they want to hear is Andy went to the College World Series. That means we should really take time with our family and go to ball games. Like, bro, you're 20 years ago in my story. Actually, you're 28 years ago in my story. That part of my story, here's the part that makes the most massive difference. Okay, so this is what I want to tell you, Mark Burrows. I was explaining this to them. Get your little calculator out. Let's do this. Now, I care about Jake and Beret. So when I say this, hear the part I care about them, but don't get into I'm going to tell you some cold, hard facts, okay? If you write a check for rental property, let's say you write a check for $150,000, what is it going to rent for? $900 a month? Anybody know? What's a $150,000 house rent for?
About 1,000.
1,000 a month. So if you wrote a check for $150,000 and you're able to rent that out, and those people give you that money every month, and the air conditioner don't blow up, the roof don't need no work. You know, I had rental property. If people had animals in there that let them poop inside the whole time and pull up everything, couches, stunk. Had to get exterminators. I mean, it was just a mess. Let's say it just goes good. Let's say that rental property goes good, Omar, and you get 1,000 a month. You wrote a check for 150,000. So if you can hire somebody, Mark, and make $1,000 a month off of them, it's like you spent 150,000. So why would you not spend $10,000 to get 1,000 a month coming in when it's worth 150,000? I give you a better way to look at it. If you put your money in a very safe investment, like let's say life insurance, because you can overfund the snot out of these policies, and you made 5.63%. What do they illustrate on the F&G's policy?
Like 7.8.
Okay.
So I just looked this morning. It was like 7.15 or like that, something like that, just over 7.
Okay. Well, let's say there's no life insurance cost. Let's say we give you the life free, and you invest it in an IUL, and you're going to make a 7.5%. 150,000 times 0.075 is $11,250 a year. Divided by 12, that's $937. But you would have to put $150,000 in that policy to get $937. That makes sense? So why wouldn't you spend $10,000 to get $1,000 a month coming in? Beret, talk to me. Just repeat this back so that I make sure you're hearing me, and maybe I can wake up somebody else with your little voice as opposed to my real voice.
So what I'm hearing is, and I believe it's in your book, the 8 steps. It's that illustration of, okay, you know, if you have rental properties, but what I'm basically hearing is why wouldn't we invest the money we have now for on it? Because we don't have to come to the table with a huge amount in order to get this much return. What we have to do is invest what we have, and we'll start getting a return on it almost instantly. That's what I'm kind of hearing.
Yeah. It's in the millionaire make. It may be an 8 steps. It's a millionaire maker. And the millionaire maker, I'm real clear in this analogy. And it sounds like I'm cold and I don't care about the person I'm hiring. And it's not true. You with me? It's like saying I like James. James went back to Burlington. She's in North Carolina, and I miss her. That's like saying, only reason she's here so I keep warm at night and wouldn't freeze to death. Like, come on, guys. It's true, but it ain't the whole deal. But that's what I told him, Terry. I was like, God, guys. Now, let me tell you the cheapest way to get $1,000 coming in. Instead of spending 10 grand to get it, it's called elbow grease. That's what my daddy calls it. It's called work. Every person you meet, talking to them, text every military person you know, Mark, and say, hey, man, I've been thinking about you. You say, well, he's got PTSD. I know. Well, he's making $300,000 over there in Nairobi. I know. Well, Andy, you don't understand. He's a mechanical guy. He's not a talker. I know that. I know he's a mechanical guy. I know he don't like to talk. I know he's an introvert. I know that. Text him. It's worth $150,000, making 7.5% interest. Well, Andy, I think I might be able to make more than 1,000 off of a leg. No kidding. I'm doing it on the low side, going, wake up, America. And it's legal. And it's with Mutual Omaha and Transamerica. Hey, CVS. 70% of the United States of America is within 30 minutes of a CVS. Talk about we work CVS. You know CVS. Is there CVS around y'all? 99% of the people you say there's a CVS. I'm trying to do some business down there. There's a CVS around there. That's who we just locked in a national contract with CVS. And we're expanding CVS. We're expanding with CVS. You ever heard of CVS? You ever heard of CVS Pharmacy? They're a global, multi-billion-dollar. We got a 100% contract. Every single policy goes through them, goes through our company Integrity. Woo! You wouldn't be interested in helping us, would you? Next to Mark, give it a shot, Bo. What you going to hurt your feelings if they say no? You should text every doctor you ever met, Megan. Say, hey, I done got hooked on insurance with CVS. Rojas, everybody you went to high school from, and people don't even remember you, text them. Look them up, send them an instant message on Insta message or whatever that is, whatever it is. Send them a Snapchat.
Parking right now and doing it, sir.
Yeah, that's good. You watch this show and you be Snapchatting and driving and thinking about your next appointment. That's exactly what we need you doing. Oh my. And try to think about Crystalline at the same time.
Oh boy.
Oh God. Well, she'd text you right now. That would be a mess. Terry, you like that CVS, don't you?
I love me some CVS.
Why you write all that CVS?
Man, I love it. One, they don't even ask height and weight.
Wait, what?
They don't even ask height and weight. So if you talk to somebody and they ain't tall enough for their weight, like they shorter than as they wide as they are tall, you know, SpongeBobish. Preferred rating. Preferred rating. All right. Not
What
to
else?
mention that the name recognition by itself alone. Everybody knows CVS. Everybody goes to CVS. They don't ask height and weight. And for e-app, you don't even have to, like if you're dealing with an older person who don't like email and stuff, like you don't have to send them an email for signature. You just click a button and read a little statement to them and click up, you're done. It's, and then they got that auto underwriting button at the end. You click that button and like 90 seconds, you got a decision right then on the spot before you can even finish getting your referrals. You know if they're approved or not. I love it. Oh, what if if you taking maintenance medications for cancer, like you got over it, you just taking some maintenance drugs, they accept that. The COPD, they accept it. They wide open, Bo.
They be wheezing. You pull out the CVS.
Now make sure when you write it, you write the policy underwritten by Haciendo Life. Haciendo.
Haciendo?
Haciendo.
Haciendo Life.
Oh, and hey, the renewals on that thing. Ooh, and I think the renewals.
I heard it was the highest number on the 100% chart.
I believe you're right. At 100% contract, I think it's like 6.8% renewals.
That is if you like money coming in.
I'm all about it.
Megan Wood, you like a lot of that CVS too. Is that the same stuff or is there any other reasons you think of?
it's easy to navigate. It's easy to get people approved. They don't have a lot of requirements. Like, I think I've never had really a requirement with CVS.
You know who I bet? You know who I bet like this a lot is Robert Wilson. He hates having to go back to carriers. He hates it. If he hears this, I bet he's gonna write more of that CVS.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's cheaper. Cheaper. Premiums are good.
They got the CPOD. It goes right on through.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. The COPD and the CPDA and.
That's right. It's
yeah,
great.
Huh?
I had somebody ask me the other day, like, why aren't you writing this? Why aren't you writing this? Like, it's available. And I'm like, well, because this company does the exact same thing and it's a lot cheaper. You know what I'm saying? So CVS is a lot cheaper.
Higher commission, cost less. They take COPD. Ain't got no height and weight chart. You can't be too skinny, huh?
Mm-mm.
What if they just lost 40 pounds? Because some of them creepy about that. They go, have you recently lost weight? Do they do that?
No, they don't even ask. It's not even a section on the application for height and weight. They don't even ask it. They don't care.
Hey, y'all don't say nothing to the executives of the company about that. Don't say, hey, we're glad y'all don't do that. We're getting all the big people in there. Don't say that. Just say, you know the reason we write for y'all? Because your letters are so sweet. CVS. Like that. You with me?
Yeah. And your logo is a heart.
Don't nobody else. Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I had a client that had 2 major disqualifiers for everybody else, and they're the only ones that would get a level policy through.
Y'all need to mix some healthy people in there for CVS too. Don't send them all to rejects.
I guess they're getting it on the prescription side too.
Oh, they making money coming and going, ain't they?
Right. And the med sup. They got the med sup too. Med Advantage.
Hey, Megan Wood, my records say that you have issued 909 applications this year for $440,000. Number 1 in America, smoking this, and you out there look like you out there getting more sales right now.
I got a driver today. Say hi, Christina. Hello there.
Hey, Christina. It's brilliant of you. Brilliant of you, Megan.
We're on 7 apps so far today. 7.
You done got 7 apps today. What'd you sell?
And it's not even 1 o'clock. Ching! Fired up.
Hey, did you hear my residual thing you can make when you're hiring people, Megan Wood?
I did. We're building out.
It's real. By the way, your boy Chris Manifold, he's on up there in the company too.
Chris Manifold.
Chris Manifold, he's doing good.
Yeah, he's doing fantastic. He's doing great.
I was looking for his name. I can't find it now, but I know he's up there in the top.
I think he's number 38.
38. All right. What's your takeaway from this, Mark Burrows, so far?
You got to invest in yourself if you want to get anywhere.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive if you got somebody driving around, huh?
Frees her up to do other things, you know?
Yeah, she could be on the phone. She could be reading her notes. You see, Beret and Jake, this is the type thing that she did not adopt this attitude in the beginning. And now she's starting to really adopt it. And she's going to have to go through some staff and drivers. And I mean, it takes you a while to find the great people. And it's very annoying when you train them and then they quit or die. You'd be like, I just got her trained. Then she had a heart attack and died on me. just got her trained and then she went back to college. You know, it's frustrating. But what you do is you don't stop. You just keep hiring until you build a relationship. When you hire one, you say, look, you're going to ride with me this thing to partner, and we're going to get you some stock in our company. That makes sense, Mark?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Eventually, you need to make so much money that you pay somebody else to fly the helicopter for you. And then you just fly the helicopter when you're hunting or something like that. You ever hunted out of a helicopter, Mark Burrows?
In a manner of speaking, in Iraq and Afghanistan, yeah.
I was thinking that right after I said it. He's going to say, yeah, for people.
I didn't really know a PC way to say that.
That's brutal right there, bro. That what they say, how you say it, Terry, that's brutal. That's not the word I'm looking for.
Savage.
That's savage. That's my team right there, baby. I was up there in Omaha, and it was 4 of them Chinooks. Actually, we were in where were we? Bowling Green, and it was 4 of them daggum things lined up out there. And I had the chancellor with me, and I said, "You see that? That's my team right there." They said, "What?" I said, "Oh yeah, that's who I got on my team. Boy, these people are savage." And they're like, "For real?" I was like, "Yeah, you ought to meet them." You need more. By the way, I did talk to one of your guys, and I texted both of them. Texted with them, I think. You should be.
Nobu said he talked to you.
Yeah.
Got a text from you.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to talk to the other one.
Yeah, Nobu's a rock star. Once he gets through class, you're gonna see him on the leaderboards. He's a hard worker. He don't give up. He don't quit.
Belle Krause says she's an introvert that had poor communication skills and hadn't had a job in 12 years. And Brandon hired her. Isn't that crazy? Text everybody you know. We don't know who's going to do this. What we do know is we got to give more people the opportunity to make this kind of money. All right. Let me hit a little bit on this boat analogy. Hey, Omar, one more thing before I get everybody else on here. You look like you're writing some production this year.
Yes, sir.
Is this your first year with us or 5th year with us? How long you been with us, Omar?
First year with us, I became full-time starting in April. I quit my job March 18th on my 40th birthday.
Okay. So you're talking this year is when you started. When did you start with us?
Physically contracted in February, middle of February. And then I was working until March. I was doing this part-time till my birthday, my 40th birthday, March 18th is when I became full-time on here.
What were you doing? What was your job, Omar?
Finance manager in the auto industry. And then before I was a recruiter for the Marine Corps. Yeah.
Who are you hired by, Omar?
Andy Riddle and Lou Abadi.
Did we meet in person in Atlanta?
Yes, sir. Yep, I drove out there. But we and then also I came to the event before I started working in February, to the boot camp. I think I've been out to Burlington twice, in February, and then also the last one we had, and then I drove to Atlanta with.
Are you going to be at a family reunion?
Yes, sir. I'll be there with 3 other people. Yeah.
You'll be there what?
I'll be there with 3 other people as well. I got my mom involved. She just passed her test, and she'll be starting making phone calls next Monday. My sister's on the still doing the course as well. So I'm getting family involved, and I got friends in California. That's where I'm originally from, and I need to start doing what you're saying, is texting everybody in my phone and not picking and choosing who I think will be good at it.
I give you an idea. See what the craziest conservative white right-wing assholes got to say on social media, or see where the weirdest blue, yellow, weirdest leftist left you can find, and see what he's got to say about this guy, or text somebody about this business. Which one you think makes me more productive in your life?
Text someone about the business.
What you want to bet that if we surveyed everybody listening, every one of them know what happened in Omaha and Chicago and Miami and Dallas, Texas. They know, but they ain't texting nobody. That'd be embarrassing, wouldn't it? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
It is easy to check social media, and it's easy to text somebody about this business. You ain't texting about this business.
Absolutely.
We on the war on poverty, Bo. We ain't trying to beat somebody on knowing what's going on out there in the world. The world we need to worry about is our poverty world. The war on poverty. I'm trying to, but I can't tell because I can't see you as clear. Well, do you do a lot of the door to door, Omar?
I just started door to door last week. Been having trouble getting hold of people, and now I've actually back on track this week. People calling me from door knocks, so door knocks are actually working. So I'm doing a mixture of both.
Are you using that little yellow sticky note?
Oh, works like a charm.
You love that little yellow sticky note.
Yes, they're waiting for a package to be delivered.
And you, the package deliverer. I tell you what else. People watch sports. They know where the Tigers played. They know whether the Indians won. They want to know whether the Dallas Cowboys shot the Indians. They know what Roger Staubach. I don't even. He's still alive. And they know who the quarterback is of every team. They know who done did this, who done did that, but they ain't texting nobody about this business, Omar. If I hadn't just bought these brand new hats, I would throw one of them. I ain't gonna throw one. They brand new. Let's talk about rowing your boat a little bit, Stephanie. Rojas, y'all pay attention to this. All right, here's what my man says. Rowing the boat consists of energy, sacrifice, and direction. Okay? So energy is created when you row that boat. My daddy said, make your own heat, boy. I'll be freezing out in the woods, getting ready to cut some trees down. I said, Dad, it's cold. He said, make your own heat. You start swinging that axe, Bo, you create energy. You get in a little rowboat, you start rowing, you create energy. You want me to tell you how to create energy in this bus, in this boat, in this business? You text people, then you call people, and then you text another one, then you call another one. That's called rowing. That's how you master the mundane. You get after it. I don't know if y'all ever get up in the morning and act like kind of depressed, don't feel good, don't feel right. Get your ass to work. Call somebody early before Quick can get up and ready. I have noticed that people are not urgent enough about recruiting and selling. If you jump in that rowboat, we're going to have a competition. You need to start rowing when we say go. And everybody at the same time. So, Mark, you on one side of the boat, Bell Krause on the other. You got to row, she got to row. If one of you stops rowing, our boat go round in circle. And people are like, well, it don't matter if I don't sell as much, it's okay. The hell it don't. You'll make our boat go round and round. The more people we have selling, then the more credibility we have. The more people we have recruiting and building, the more credibility we have. The straighter our boat goes from here to there, this is all in that boat. That boat, it's this coach, PJ Fleck, head football coach of the Minnesota Golden Gophers. He didn't got them Gophers rolling in the right direction. They got pictures up about boats and all kinds of stuff in their gym, all about direction, teamwork, sacrifice, winning the SEC championship, all kinds of stuff he attributes to getting his people rowing a boat on the same thing, on the same page. Here's what he said. 2019, they accomplished 82 firsts. Top 10, AP top 10, won the Outback Bowl. They had 7 Big Ten wins, highest rank in college football poll history, number 8 in their school, highest they've ever had. 53 academic, all Big Ten, GPA of 3.21, 17 players named to the all Big Ten team, 86 players above a 3.0. All this stuff is more people. The more people we can say we have making 100 grand, Terry, we got 17 people making 100 grand. What if we said we got 9,700 people making 100,000 in our company? We all rowed a boat in the same direction. Okay, so texting, calling is our energy. All right. They said floating your boat is endurance and being able to go stronger. So he says sacrifice. I say this, the opportunity for clarity is the opportunity for embarrassment. And the opportunity for embarrassment is the opportunity to sacrifice your head. Because you're gonna get your little feelings hurt. That's called sacrifice. Staying out from 7 a.m. until 11 o'clock at night is called sacrifice. That's the word. When you sacrifice, oh man, when you sacrifice for your team, I was reading this morning about how they train those kamikaze pilots. One of the most feared things in the world is them kamikaze pilots. Come in there, make their own plane into a bomb. What they told them people, have your mind right and keep your eyes wide open until you hit the target. Sacrifice for the team. Your teammates are in heaven waiting on you and they're watching you. You say, well, Andy, that's just terrible. Hey, man, we trying to win the war. Them kamikaze pilots trying to win the war. We trying to win the war. When I was trying to get rich, Mark, I didn't care. I was one of those guys, I would drive straight in my eyes wide open, man. I didn't care. I just didn't care. What I cared about was getting to the point that I am now. And I still ain't where I am going to be. I was scrambling last night talking to people saying, hey, we got to figure out how to get this thing bigger. We got to get this thing smoking. But it's willing to do, it's willing to go out there and hire people, and it's willing to go down in debt. It's willing for you, Varay, you got to worry about the house. Now, if the faucet goes bad, the air conditioning goes bad, something happens to one of the kids, they get the chin cut wide open, break a leg, break an arm, get emotionally distraught over something, you got to handle all that while he's out there without calling him and crying and getting him to come back. That's sacrifice. I get it. There's not an easy way to become a professional baseball player. There's not an easy way to become a professional football player. And there's not an easy way to become a professional National Agents Alliance boardroom member. You're going to have to fight through some sacrifice. And the earlier you sacrifice in your life, and the more you sacrifice in your life, the more that boat's going to float. Because the more committed you become, the more committed you become. Hey, Mark, did you notice that in the Army? Like the committed or the committed? Like they lose it. They just keep going. I hear some of the stuff Brandon did for you guys blew my mind.
Yeah, I mean, you can just kind of get along, just get by. You know, you saw the people who are committed and dedicated. You know, they got promoted quicker, and they just were much more professional, knew the job a lot better. It just became easy for them, and then they went to the next level, and just bumped it up.
I heard that Brandon did something, didn't even tell the guy, just took his spot on a mission, went to war, chance of getting killed, just did it to help out one of his buddies, just committed. Oh, didn't you say this business helped you in some other ways, Mark? Get your mind right, excited about life?
Yeah, just the teamwork thing. And I was doing had a drone business, and it was a lot of work for not much pay. And you know, when Jake reached out, it's kind of perfect timing, you know. And so I said, yeah, I'll give it a try. And you know, and I went to Spring Summit. You know, I came out with a just completely different mindset. Yeah, just the people, and I didn't meet a single stranger there. Everybody was like somebody I already known. Everybody's willing to help and talk, and it kind of put me on a new path, a new direction.
The third part of the rowing the boat is being in the right direction. And you know what the direction is? Attitude, enthusiasm, encouraging others. That's what keeps us on the right track. The people that I see that get depressed, the people that I see that get off target, start worrying about social media, start worrying about the dating game. I'm talking about that TV show. Well, I'm talking about the other dating game thing. They get off track when they don't lean in with the attitude, come to the meetings. They don't have an attitude of gratitude, of appreciation. That's what keeps your direction right. What on the boat deal, they got a guy standing up that's in charge of keeping the cadence and keeping this side lined up with this side so that they stay in a straight line. So I'm that guy for the Alliance. Terry, you that guy for the Edwards team. And Andy Riddle's that guy for the Riddle team. And Jason Mathis is that guy for the Mathis team. So if we can keep all four of us, me, Riddle, Mathis, and you lined up, we just need somebody else below you that'll keep that count too. You need a Mark Burrows. You need a Jake and Beret. You need a Omar. By the way, Omar, did you say you served in the military for a while?
Yes, sir. In the Marines.
Thank you for serving the country, Marine. Appreciate that. You going to war on the communists and the oppressors kept me free where I can go to war on poverty. Will make no sense living in a free country like this, opportunity, if you don't go to war on poverty, do stuff for your children, your mama. I'm gonna tell you what, I feel sorry for people out there. My mama got run over a couple weeks ago, 3 or 4 weeks ago. I mean, just T-boned her. 80 years old, cut her arm all up, bust her face all up. You can go to Facebook and see she posted some ugly pictures. But let me tell you what happened. The insurance company, they called her up and told her what they was going to give her, Terry. And they said, we know you need a car, so we're going to go ahead and get you a check out there fast. You know, we're Farm Bureau, you're in great hands. We State Farm, we're going to do you right, right? You know what they did, Terry? They sent her a check as fast as possible. And that woman ain't got no car to ride, ain't got nowhere to get around. Sent her a check. Wasn't that nice of them? No, it's a little bitty check. She needs a big check. You know what I did? I called my brother. Say what?
What you do?
I called my brother. I said, take mama down there. Let her shop around and find a car. Because we gave her that Cadillac she was complaining about it all the time. It was too big, too red, too tall, too fast, too fancy, too political, too this, too that. I said, you find her one that we don't have to listen to no complaining this time. You get it for her. She says she wanted a car. She didn't like that SUV. Guess what first thing she went and looked at? SUVs. I said, I thought she wanted a car. I did too. It's too low. I'm used to getting up in that SUV. I can look around and see everything. Can't see nothing down in that car. I said, well, you need to get you a low-riding SUV. She said, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find me a low-riding SUV. And so my brother, we tag team. I was the financial expert. My brother was the driver. He took her around, and we narrowed it down to this one dealership, and she couldn't decide if she wanted a red, but it had a dark interior. She wanted a light interior. So she wanted a light interior with a light interior. It was kind of a greenish bluish. And then the white car she really liked, but it had a dark interior. I said, well, look, you line them 3 cars up, and there's a big price difference between all 3 of them, and you let her ride all 3 of them and let her pick out the one she wants, and I'll send you a check. Or I said, actually, you call my CFO, he'll just deposit right in the account. And I told my mama, I said, you give my attorney, send my attorney to her house. My attorney went to her house. You give him all them letters. Don't you sign nothing. Don't you cash no check. You got you a car. You don't need no check from her. Guess what we're going to get us, Terry?
Big check.
A big check. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't want to be in a financial position to tell your mama cash that check so she can have a car. I don't have a good position where I got to borrow that money and negotiate and all this and all that junk. You know, I wanted to be in that position. That makes sense? I was texting with the football coach at NC State, and Terry had his boy down there trying out. He's going to be a college athlete. I'm texting with the coach, texting with Terry, and I'm with the coach's boss, the athletic director, up in a suite in Omaha. I like that. That's the coach's boss. He's the coach of all of them. And then the girls basketball coach, Wes, he's up in there. This is what I ain't there yet, but this is the path I wanted to be on. This is why I built all those residual incomes, all those boats, Terry.
Mm-hmm.
Get your boat in line, get Mathis' boat in line, Riddle's boat. Now I need somebody else. Whether it's Beth, Mia, who's another one?
We got Cheryl. Cheryl is coming on. Cheryl Morrison. She is coming on, kicking butt, taking names. She got 2 people, her son and daughter-in-law, going in class this week. And then we got Danielle up under Beth, who just got one of her friends in class. We got Anitra Wilson out in the Raleigh-Durham area. She's already one in depth. So as fast as we're getting them in wide, we're trying to drive some depth. We ain't trying, we're driving depth. We got Deborah Garrison right here in Winston-Salem. She's already got her licensed agent. We got Angie Oten out in Indian Trail. We got Marcus Vincent. I am fired up about Marcus Vincent out in the Raleigh-Durham area. I worked at State Employees Credit Union. He's coming on with us full time, him and his wife, Brittany.
Can I do a call for y'all? Let's do a Zoom. Get back to the top 16 people on there, man.
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
Let's do that. Let's get that set up, man.
Okay.
That's what I end up, signing myself up for more work. God, man, that's good stuff. Did you tell me something happened with Medico or Kelly Lawhon?
Oh, yeah. Kelly Rayburn. Kelly Rayburn Medico came up to our office about 2 weeks ago. It was right before we went to Dallas, and did a training on the hospital indemnity, the dental plans, and all that good stuff. And man, the way that she broke it down of how we get the life business to cover when they die, but this hospital indemnity and cancer policies can cover if you don't die. So you go to the hospital, it's going to pay you. You get cancer, it's going to pay you. And those policies are so inexpensive. You could just bundle it in. Like, you know, they'd be like, you got your homeowners on your auto, we're gonna bundle it up together. Well, we bundling final expense, hospital indemnity, we bundling med advantage. It goes well with that, man. And just to be able to offer these value-added products is going to help increase our app count through the roof.
Brandon Manley told me he got her and Gina Hawks on a call, like a small conference call where they could interact. He's almost doubled his app count. What it reminds me of is like if I was at a hotel room, I checked out and I had threw some change over there. I had some $20 bills, 5s and 10s laying around. I go over, take them up, fold them up, put them in my pocket and take them with me. I wouldn't say, oh, that ain't worth leaning over to pick them up. I think even if I done went home or got downstairs about ready to check out and realized I had some 10s, 15, 20s, I'd walk back upstairs and get them.
Hey, Albright, and check this out. You get yours, and I'm going to pick up me a couple, and we're going to find another people to pick up their couple. If all of us are contributing, hello, somebody, the volume is going to go through the roof if everybody is pulling their weight. Duplication, copying.
Did I tell y'all we have Vanilla Ice coming in to the family reunion? Did I tell y'all Dr. Caracas Watkins was coming up to our family reunion? Did I tell you the Goads was coming to our family reunion? Jane Albright's going to be at our family reunion. Belle Krause going to be at our family reunion. Megan Wood going to be at our family reunion. When I'm hiring people now, Mark, first thing I'm telling them, I said, you family now, you invited to our family reunion. Let's write this down. Get your calendar out. Let's put this down. The more people you can get to the family reunion, the more your business is going to explode, Omar. And the first thing you do is invite them all and tell them how much you want them to be there. And then get that date on their calendar and get them start planning. Because just because they buy a ticket don't mean they're going. We got to get them a hotel room. We got to get them transportation. We got to get everything lined up. We got to start now. That date's coming on fast. We got, so last weekend in July, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, we ain't got 1, 2, 3. We ain't got but 4 weeks left. Tick tock. It's going fast. Everybody gets one more person. What do? We double. Everybody gets 2 more. We triple. Contribute. Mark, you could go from just you coming to a dozen people coming to this event. You could tell them, we're going to declare war on your poverty. We could tell them Vanilla Ice going to be there. We going to tell them it's in beautiful Burlington, B&B. Man said, what if you just meeting in Miami or Vegas, somewhere where people wants to come to? What are we trying to sell? We trying to sell gambling? Or are we trying to sell for sure money? It's for sure money. We want them in the room. Matter of fact, we didn't even do no tickets that you didn't have food. Every one of our tickets comes with food. You ain't got no reason to leave. We want you coming there at 8. We don't want you to leave at midnight. We're gonna indoctrinate you. We're gonna get you rich, baby. We're gonna get people jumping out of the skin to do this thing. Stephanie, tell me what's going on with Michelle and Ed and them little girls and all them people you hiring. That doctor?
Yeah, they're doing good. Sierra, Tuesday, Wednesday, she wrote like 5,200. So she's one of Michelle's girls. Lexi's doing good too. This is their first week running by themselves. They ran with me last week and they tested out an appointment with each other. But yeah, so they're killing it. Michelle's also killing it. She had a very good day yesterday. Dr. Mark ran with me yesterday. He was my driver yesterday. So we're getting them going. some other people. Actually, my sister called me a couple days ago. Yeah, my sister. She doesn't even live in the country. She's here for 3 months, and she's like, I'm gonna join your company. I'm gonna do what you do. I was like, okay. She just wants to make some money while she's here, so she's already in class. She's gonna be testing on Saturday. So her roommate in Oregon is also taking the class with her. I had one of my other friends from New Jersey call me, and she's in class. So a lot of people just like in the last week have started filtering in. Very excited.
Tell them how old those little girls. Hey, did you get them stacked yet, family? Make sure you get them stacked. You with me?
Yes. Yep. Working on that now with Amy, Big Mike Spana.
Well, just get some emails and copy the licensing, contracting, and just tell them what you want. Copy Amy. Urgency. Okay. This ain't a difficult process. This is just snap, make that happen. Because when one of them issues business, I want all of them to get a check. When one at the bottom issues business, I want that check to roll up to everybody so they see what it's like, you know?
Yep. And then there's one other, this girl Laura in South Carolina.
You in the military with every single person you met in the Marines, colonels, lieutenants, every one of them, even if they didn't make it to the M1 number or S1 or wherever it is, where you start out at.
E1.
E1. He's an E1. Text him anyway. Especially them E2s. Get them E2s in here. My upline in Amway was an E2. I can't remember his name. I just remember it was two of them stacked in a row. It's like an E2 hired an A3, E3 hired an E2. Then they hired me. No, they hired my upline engineers, and then they got me. That's the way it works. You say, I'm an E2. I don't care if you're an E0. All you got to do is sell insurance, hire people. You think you're dumb, just hire somebody smarter than you. You think you're too tall, hire somebody short. You don't think you can do it, hire somebody you think can. Say, look how dumb I am. I'm doing it. Then they go like, yeah, you are dumb. That's why I took people on. I took people like you taking people out, Stephanie. They laugh at me. They go, you cannot sell. I say, well, I was trying. Sound like my wife telling me I can't change diapers on a baby. You can't change diapers? I'd be like, I didn't like it no way. Hey, I did see Michelle's, numbers on there. So how old are them girls? Are they about the same age, ain't they?
Yeah, they're 18 and 19. I believe they're like 14 months apart.
Are they going to go to college?
They are. One of them is doing summer classes. The other one is not. But they have linked them with Emily Katz. And so Emily is being a very, very good friend, and she's trying to help them out a little bit too.
Yeah. She's steady texting me, telling me what's going on in her business. She's out there beating the streets down. So what's the deal with you and Rojas? Y'all competing? Do y'all talk to each other when y'all come in the office on Mondays and Thursdays?
We do. That's my brother from another mother. But we're always in competition. It's fun, though. You know, we like it. We always like to see who can write more and beat each other up.
I understand we got a pie-in-the-face contest. We got a water dunking contest. And I understand we got a slime contest going on across the country. I think Riddle's going to war with somebody. It's interesting how these little competitions got it going. You got something going on with are you on Brandon Manley's team or are you against him, Terry? Or Stephanie?
I'm against Manley. I'm gonna beat Manley. And then I'm gonna throw a pie in Manley's face. And then I'm gonna proceed to help him clean himself up. And then I'm going to send him to his wife. In that order.
So that was good. Bring it team 1 and team 2 back up. Team Pies. Here we go. So this is new, unique riders. And right now, Manley is on the team that's going to be doing the pie slinging, Terry. I just want to let you know.
Well, the race thing, it ain't over.
Mike Williams, you need to contribute. Jake Krause, you need to contribute. Terry's leading the way. Mike Marisi, pick up the pace. Brandon Manley then got him 5. Oh, shoot. What other contests we got going on, Tia? Oh, the little Foresters contest going on here. Danny Johnson leading the way. Danny Johnson hear that CVS talk. He said, wait a minute. I'm over here running Forester CVS. Jonathan Megan. Kyler. Stephen Davies. Hutch. Jan Miller, Junior Korea. All right. I got it. What other contests we got going on? How about the Alaska? I don't know what all we got going on. There we go. Oh, here we go. $100,000 giveaway. Right now, G. Chris Robinson has 10 in width. Woo-hoo-hoo. $10,000 would be nice coming in there. Mike and Kerry Williams. Oh, scroll back down. Work with me. Oh, we go right there. Mark Muller has 8 legs. Jake and Beret got 7. Jake and Beret, that's what I would probably take this challenge right here and be like, I am going to get me more people than they got in width coming to this meeting. Roger Straughter, John Thorman got 7 coming. Buck Rollins got 7. Janina Wilson got 6. Jan Miller got 6. Kim Long got 6. Look at that, 6. Paul Jara, Steve Maxim, Megan Wood got 5 legs coming. Megan, there you go. Hey, you ain't on number 1 on this one. She likes to be number 1, Mark, in everything. Stephanie Rodriguez got 6, 5. Little Body got 5. Marty Dozier got 5. Mia Fennell got 5. Danny Johnson got 5. Dalen got 5. James and Cherish O'Bar got 5. Stan the Man Aldridge got 5. And Alan Hooley has 5. Look at the difference between 5 and 4. Woo! Drops you off. You don't even make no money. $100,000 we're giving away. What's next in the lineup to you? Scroll it down. Oh, this is what the agency manager. Adam Katz leading the way for managers. 24 different legs coming. Diane Lampy, 20. Paul Roberts, 18. Mike and Noel, 16. Terry, I'd consider that a challenge right there. I'd be like, Stephen and Holly Davies, Avion. Kraus, 12. Little, 12. Bel Air, 10. Marcus Richardson, 10. Jason Tony, 10. Fitzgerald, 10. Mr. Bill got 9. Look at the difference. You jump up to 10. Just one more. Manley got 8. Manley, better get on it. All right, what's next, Tia? Fight Club. I love the Fight Club. Megan Woods leading the way. Jason and Olga. James and Pam Alara. Get them legs. Get the organization going. What's next? F&G. Joe Dukes leading the way with 6 apps. Got a rookie. Rookie taking money. Bunch of rookies doing the F&G thing. Illustrates
Something to keep in mind here is everybody in red is not winning until they hit their at minimum.
What's the at minimum?
5.
Gotta have 5. So in this case, the rookies are pushing veterans out. Yeah.
That's correct.
All right. F&G we need to get a date on that too. Me and you. What's next? Eye in the face contest. Oh, look at this. Megan Wood, Davies, Paul Roberts, Bel Air. Oh my gosh. What do you got to have to win 4 trips? You and your spouse and somebody else. What do you have to have?
Trip for 4 is 440,000. But Alaska for 2 is just 125,000. Alaska for 2 and Seattle for 2 is 220,000.
Okay. Like Mr. Patton just won. Brian and Crystalline are going to Alaska. Thomas Murphy. Robert Wilson. Carrie and Tia just earned a trip. And Narashima, we call him NP. NP done won a trip. Debbie Ben right there on the verge. So halfway through the year, and all these people already won a cruise. Some of them going to win cruise for mom and daddy too. All right. Okay. Oh, yeah. So this is the way the cash would be divided up if it ended today. Megan Wood would get a $228,000 bonus. Can you imagine getting a $250,000 bonus? Paul Roberts come rolling in there with $165,000. Stephen Davies would get $86,000. No, $110,000 bonus. Gosh, what's the lowest one down there? Scroll down. Go further down than that. That's it. So the lowest one right now, Terry, you get $2,000 bonus right now. That's kind of crazy. $2,000 all the way spread up to $228,000. That's based on how much you're above the Alaska. So 125, if you're that much above it, the other person's that much above it. That's what makes it so skewed like that. It's how much are you above it. So you're going to keep gaining on her. Megan, you need to keep keeping the distance. Keep it up in the 200,000 range. At least keep it in $200,000 bonus. You imagine writing a check for my $200,000. There's $200,000 bonus. Thank you very much. Appreciate you kicking butt all year. Do we have any more? Or is that the last one? Power of 10. 10,000 a week. That's what we're looking for. How many people can you find that do 10,000 a month? Fantastic. But we're trying to do 10,000. June, Jeremy Patton leading the way with 83,000. Bel Air, number 2. Megan Wood, number 3. Carrie Edwards, you number 4 in the country. Number 4 in the country this month so far. Brian Rojas, number 5 in the country. NP's number 6. Sue Love. Sue Love is number 7, part of the Manly team. Mercedes, y'all, Mercedes Turan, number 8 in the United States of America. Marcus Richardson, number 9. That's Clay. That number 10 is Clay. That's what his name's William, but it goes by Clay Smitherman, I think is his name. That's the top 10. What's next? Recruiting? Look at all these people. Issue Parade production. Oh, this is year to date. Megan Wood. Look at that. 909 out. If I was down there, God, 909 out. Robert Wilson did 120. Who's that 200 down there? Stephanie Rodriguez wrote, got issue paid 200 applications. It's smoking. Oh, by the way, Eric Bel Air would like me to point out that he's number 4 in the United States of America. He was like number 29. Now he's like number 4. He said he's coming for number 1. Jeff Turner, Kelly Haney, trying to catch up with Bell Krause at 283. Jonathan and Megan Yakey, young, sharp adults. Brant Swindell has been rising up. Joe Walker says, not only he says he's wide open. He also says he hired a guy named Donnie who's fast-tracked 19 people since Spring Summit. Donnie needs to come rolling in there with 19 legs at National Convention, Joe, at our family reunion. Get him a bonus of $10,000, and all 19 of them legs will be on fire. By the way, just so y'all kind of, oh, my bad. It's not Steve Maxim. That's Steve Mamoritis. My apologies, Mamoritis. Maxim, you got kudos, didn't earn it. You need to go out there and get it. Hey, look at here. The biggest promoters, Veray and Jake, will be the biggest people in this business, okay? Getting people to float that boat, the boat don't float, you're going down if you enroll a boat. The way you do it is belief, and the way you get the belief is getting people around. Okay? I was talking to Emily Katz last night, and she said something to me. She said, how do you not get mad at people or frustrated? Something like that. She was asking me, like, how do you stay focused on what you want and how to get it and don't get sidetracked on everybody else's messes? Mamas, daddies, brothers, sisters, cousins, psychos on social media. How do you stay focused? This coin, here's what I'm trying to do. I am trying. What I want is what I try to worry about the most. And how to get it is what I try to think about the most. So worrying that my cousin, I see Rojas wear a seatbelt. My cousin, he won't wear a seatbelt for nothing. What do you want me to do? I got another guy, he won't shut up about politics. What do you want me to do? I can't get what I want and get it how I get it, worrying about his political view, and he won't shut up about it. I simply have limited amount of time to get what I want done. I wish he would gain some weight. He looks too skinny. I wish she would lose some weight. Looks too fat. I ain't got time for that. It sounds selfish, Veray. I think I told you to start getting. Didn't I talk to y'all about a little bit about being selfish when we were in the hey, tell them what y'all thought about that Cowboys club, Veray.
I thought that was awesome. I'm a Cowboys fan, so I enjoyed it.
What was so cool about it?
I just liked being with the people, hanging out with you, talking to you and Megan on the couch. That was cool. But the stadium was cool also. So, but I think the biggest part was just being around you guys and Terry and Marvin Otsoy. That was really cool getting to talk to him. So I just like the association. That's the funnest part for me.
How about you, Jake?
Yeah, definitely association. I told her, I said, never thought we would be in this place with these type of people, a couple years ago. You don't think of it, and it happens fast. And it's just, there's not enough words. It's crazy. We love it. We absolutely love it. We've been having a lot of fun. And yeah, it's just every time we get around, whether it's you, Mike and Noel, Joseph, everyone on the team, it's always one more thing we're learning. And we never know when we're going to find that one thing that's going to take us to the next level. So it's getting to every little bit of it.
How do you think y'all always seem so grateful and appreciative as opposed to entitled? I don't know if y'all know anybody that's entitled. They feel like they deserve something without, for whatever reason they deserve it. Maybe because they feel like they've been slighted, or they feel like somebody else got a sucker and they didn't get a sucker. And you know what I mean? Like they got a trophy and they didn't get a trophy. How do y'all deal with that? Like, how do y'all stay so grateful and appreciative in your attitude? Do you ever struggle with that? How do you get back on track?
I think I wouldn't say that we struggle with that, but it's like, how can we not be grateful? I don't know. I just, even something as simple as like our family life, my mom and my stepdad, it's like, how can we not be grateful for them, what they did for us? So to me, I hold them, I'm not going to look to them for financial advice, but I'm going to hold them up here because how can I not be grateful for what they did for Jake and I? And then, how can we not be grateful to Joseph, who comes to Albuquerque, and Noel and Mike? Like, what is there to not be grateful about? I can't see ever taking that for granted.
Hey, you need to stay on that water spout though. You need to stay like that. Believe it or not, it is something you need to be aware of and stay that way. How do you deal with it, Jake?
Same kind of way Bray said it. I guess we look at it, it's just we've never been handed anything. It's always been, and I thank Joseph so much for this, because I've asked him, I said, we found out we were going to Dallas. I said, Joseph, like, I'm so grateful for being chosen to be invited to go. And at the same time, I find it like, sometimes I'm confused as like, why me? Why'd they pick me? And it's hard because you have to be grateful for everyone that's given us the opportunity. And what Joseph has taught me so many times is be grateful for yourself, because a lot of why we're here is because of what we've done. And sometimes you have to step back and look at that. It's Mike and I got to meet Mike and Noel's daughters today, and just told them, hey, we're so grateful for having you guys, because they sacrificed a lot of their parent time. And it's amazing because we have to see that. We have to be very grateful for everyone that's given us the opportunity, but we also have to be grateful for ourselves, because we also have to give ourselves credit. We wouldn't be here if it weren't for what we're doing every day, what everyone on this call is doing every day, sacrificing time for their family and themselves and their spouses, being just even on a call like that. So it's a little bit of both, what I've been able to learn.
Omar, you see this, what I'm talking about in the military and in other people's lives, cousins, neighbors?
Yes, sir. Awesome.
How do you deal with it, Omar? What do you do to keep your attitude right?
Biggest thing is reading. I read twice a day, and when I wake up, the first thing I do is I read about 15 minutes of my Bible, but then I love Les Brown, so I listen to a lot of Les Brown, and just something motivational, and make sure I don't go on social media. I don't look at the news or anything that's negative out there. So that's what gets me going, through the day, is reading something motivational every morning, right when I get up, and then also when I go to sleep. And so pretty much I'm thinking about the business when I sleep and having dreams about it, because that's what I put in my mind. Reading the books, like I said, I'm reading the Goal Setting book by Brian Tracy, and just reading that and having the visualization of it is what keeps my mind positive when I sleep and keeps my mind positive when I wake up. So anything negative that I come across during the day, I'm able to overcome it.
I want somebody. Were you part of our team when Les Brown came in?
I was not.
Did you know we had him in?
No, sir. I loved it. I love Les Brown.
Somebody needs to send him a link of the audio with Les Brown. He killed it, man. He did a great job. Terry met him. Terry Edwards spent a little bit of time with him in person. Terry, tell him about that, and then talk about how y'all's family works on that gratitude thing, Terry.
Yeah, man, the opportunity, like just being here at the Alliance, I think Andy mentioned then rowed the boat. The guy said he had 82 firsts. It's like, I can't count how many firsts that I've had here, but the gratitude comes from knowing that nobody was put on this earth to make me happy. But when somebody does something nice for me, it's nice to be nice. And then it's also like success, it's a responsibility and not a right. It's a responsibility to help somebody else get where you were. Because I remember when I got here at the Alliance, I had just lost my job. I was at a very low point in my life, and I had a family to provide for, and I was scared. And when I sat down and talked with Andy, he said, I never want you to forget this feeling that you feel now. When you got money in the bank, because if you continue to work, this is dummy proof. If you continue to work, you're going to stack up money and your financial situation is going to change. But never forget how you feel right now. And every day I wake up fighting for sometimes for people who don't even have enough energy to fight for themselves. I'm fighting to show my children what it's like to go out and battle every single day and overcome. You know, me and Tia, we're very transparent with our kids. They come to the office, they see, they hear, they know that what we're doing is setting them up, not for them to have it easy, but for them to have everything in them to win. And that's what keeps us grateful. I fight for my team. Like, I feel like, you know, being a leader is not, you don't have to be perfect, but you have to try really hard every single day. Fight your ass off. Whether they respect what you're doing, whether they appreciate what you're doing, it's not about them. It's about me doing what I feel like I was called to do, and given this opportunity is a gift. And what you do with this gift shows your appreciation. So us growing shows our appreciation. Us fighting shows our appreciation. Not just lip service. No, anybody can talk the talk, but can you walk the walk? I think Tim Gold said at one time, even in times where you don't understand, we don't have to see eye to eye to continue to walk hand in hand. We're committed to walking hand in hand and crossing that line of partnership. It ain't the finish line, but I too have a dream of having buildings with my name on them. I too have dreams of being able to give my daughter her fairy tale wedding. Like, those things that our leaders have shown us is possible, that we can do it too, if we just continue to fight and stay humble and stay grateful.
Terry, I just can't tell you how much I feel that your breakthrough's right around the corner. All those names, I look forward to doing a Zoom call and seeing some of those guys. Your breakthrough, it's just like that. You know it? Yeah. You're going to find 10 Omars just like that, man. Military, recruiter, family man. They're out there, man.
And the other part, Andy, is we can't get weary in well-doing. We can't get weary in well-doing. We know that we're laying the foundation right now. And sometimes it don't look like that skyscraper is going to come out the ground, but we digging deep, baby. We digging deep, because when this thing pop out the ground, it ain't stopping. It ain't stopping.
Mark, did you feel like when you come to convention, you got some of that spark back, the attitude of gratitude and realizing, you know, I don't know. I'm just wondering if that was one of the elements.
I'll tell you, I mean, when you came to Denver that second time, remember being up to your room afterwards?
Yeah.
I was going to quit. The only reason I even came to that event is because Jake came and I didn't want to let my buddy down. And then I got rejuvenated there and said, well, I already paid for Spring Summit, so I'm just going to go to that. I'll quit after that. Because I was in a pretty low point. I had a bunch of family stuff going on, and I was just bogged down, just letting life get to me. And I went to Spring Summit, and just being around everybody, I realized we all got our problems. You know, hearing Megan up talk about her thing, if she can fight through it, if I can get shot down in Iraq and live through a near-death experience, why the hell can't I get through this? So Spring Summit went to that and just came out and said, hey, I'm going to hire 3 people and write a bunch of stuff by family reunion. I came back that first week and brought 2 people on immediately. So, yeah, just being around other people that, you know, it's life. You know, just having that support network, I thought was just like being back in the Army. You know, just we're in the trenches together, working through it all. And it just felt good being back in kind of that same organization where we fight for each other.
Yeah, y'all had that thing going on. You fight for your buddies. You do anything for them. You die for them. You risk your life. You give up your life. On the other hand, if you said, I ain't going, you get court-martialed. There's consequences. In this business, You go, he get his. I'm doing all right. Spending time watching television, getting caught up on Netflix, smoke me a little marijuana, you know. It's easy to say no because there's no court martial on this side. On the other, it's like y'all have bumpers because you could kill yourself. What you gonna make if you kill yourself? $300,000 a year. What was y'all's top people making? A top helicopter pilot.
Oh, geez, some of our officers, you don't make nowhere near that. Yeah, I mean.
So you making $300,000-$400,000 or not 200,000?
Not even close.
Okay, watch this. Not even 200,000. Risk your life. Tell them no, and they court martial you. You like an annuity. You with me? Ain't gonna go below zero, but it ain't gonna go too high either. In this business, you can do nothing. You can do less than nothing. You can hurt the team by being negative. You can also do like Megan Wood and make $1 million this year. Make $2 million next year. It takes the bumpers off. You with me? But keeping this direction, Mark, is these calls and taking them personal and looking at how much sales Stephanie Rodriguez is doing and what Brian Rojas is doing, looking at the competition that's up there thinking, if they can do it, I can do it. And then looking at somebody like Omar and saying, hey, man, we military. Let's stick together. You reach out to him and say, hey, let's connect, man. What can I do for you? Tell him, Omar, tell him where you live. And Mark, tell him where y'all live, what city y'all in that we can help each other out. Omar first.
I'm in Tennessee, 30 minutes outside of Nashville. Moved out here from San Diego, California this January.
Hi, so I'm in Colorado Springs, Colorado. My brother-in-law lives in Tennessee, and he's one of the next people I'm reaching out to, so I may send him your way to talk to you.
Absolutely. I know a lot about Colorado. I played Colorado football in Boulder. I played for the Buffs in 2001.
Oh, nice. All right, there you go. Boulder's a nice town.
That's the way it works, boys and girls. Everybody's just barely connected. All you got to do is say one or two words. Oh, man, I was in the military. Oh, man, I lived there. Oh, man, my brother's there. That's the way it works. Guys, it's easy not to do it, and it's easy to do it. One of my friends said, you're going to have problems if you're rich, bro. You're going to have problems if you're poor. Which one did you want to have problems with, rich, or do you want to have problems as a poor person? Because you're going to have problems. You're going to have emotional ups and downs. If you got a lot of money, you're going to have emotional ups and downs. You got a little bit of money. Which one is going to be? That's when I get my ass up and go to work right there. I go, boy, you got to go. Your daddy said, make your own heat, boy. Get out there. I don't want to see nothing but assholes and elbows. I want to see this right here. Moving like that right there. Woo! Y'all contributed a lot. I appreciate y'all's help. We're getting ready to row the boat. We're getting ready to guide the boat. We're getting ready to float the boat. And we got the arc, too. Arc keeps us direction. You go on that arc, you see a bunch of orange. That's good. Turn some of them to green. Your company looks like a pancake. You need to get some depth. Your business look like a pencil. You need to put in some pancake width. We need to go deep and wide. And then if you only got one leg and then real wide, it looks like this, look like a T. You got to fill in the depth. You got to get that. It's the arc will show you stuff. I look at your group. It ain't hard to figure it out. You don't need somebody screaming at you to tell you what to do. Hey guys, y'all are some of the people I'm most proud of. CVS, remember, no height and weight requirement. Easy to click on it. Make sure you do Haciendo Life, COPD. They don't care. Sign them up. Highest commission on the final expense is what I'm told. 70. Light them up. Rojas. Love you, man. Appreciate y'all. Y'all go kill this thing. Go make some more phone calls. Make some more money. Help some more people. Make a difference.